Roz, we need to talk about this. Look at this. Look at this.
That's a lot of, bespoke thin shell concrete.
It is.
I guess not thin shell. That'd probably be post-tension.
It's also like possibly 200 to 400% more concrete than would be required for this structure.
Yes.
I given that they've taught, right, what is this? This is ridiculous is what it is. So DZ have pointed, Chris Williamson of WW&P, what's Williams, Weston and Partners, which is like a kind of an architecture but does master planning, transporty stuff firm. He's also like head of REBA, the Royal Institute of Buildings and Architecture, something like that. Proposes and that's right, a Neom, RIP Neom, Neom-informed loop to connect northern British and Irish cities. This is obviously stupid, right? This is ridiculous. This is nonsense.
This is another brilliant idea. What if we change the guideway?
It's oh my god! Change the. Well, what's funny is they seem to be showing a railway, not a hyperloop thing.
Oh,
so they're just calling it loop, but with regular train, which is in a way even funnier because it's like, why would you do? But this is. So let's have a look. So here's a fun picture. Here's Leeds Bradford Airport, one of the stupidest airports in Britain, with a bunch of stupid poddy things, of course, because always got to have poddy nonsense, with a high-speed rail line coming through. Now, okay, cool. I'm up for high-speed rail lines, and this is the first and last picture of a high-speed train in this suite of slides. Spoiler, I'm going to put these pictures up because they're fun and ridiculous. So this one, fine. It's got a high-speed train. Okay, it's just renderite. No consequence renderite, whatever. It's going to get funnier, though, because look at this render. I like this one because it's on the Northumbrian coast, I believe. And it is, what you would definitely do is put the railway up on stilts in such a way that it directly blocks the view of this viewpoint of the coast. I find this a very funny render.
These concrete supports seem to be changing shape as well.
Yeah, I know. What
are
they?
Particularly efficient design.
No, it's not. I mean, also structurally, this doesn't work. That's too shallow a construction depth.
That's a very shallow girder. Yeah.
No, it's not.
And
that's not.
There's also. I mean, I guess you're mounting the deck on some kind of, to mount it to the supports. It's some kind of like horrible shear connection there. I don't like that. That doesn't sound good for concrete.
Yeah, there's a lot of not good things. I mean, obviously, we shouldn't get too bogged down in the engineering. Roz and I might briefly because it's stupid. But this is right. I want you to. There's a thing that these pictures are all. I've done them in a specific order that we'll get to in a minute because it's very funny. But here's another picture. I think the same rendered sort of item as the previous one, with this like hill walker guy here. He's having a great time. Is like, oh, well, I thought that was the way back home, but apparently, Anyway, so this is nice. Okay. It's renderite, fine. This is the line that I wanted to read. Maybe I have been too influenced by the scale, the vision, and the ambition of Neom the Line in Saudi Arabia, having worked on the high-speed stations running alongside the 170-kilometre-long city for the last few years, Williamson said. Herein is the answer. WW&P have just been sacked off that because everyone's been sacked off it because MBS has gone, I can't afford this anymore. Or rather, sorry, everyone's having to now tell MBS, presumably some of them being bonesawed, that the line is no longer a thing. Because obviously it's not. They've cancelled it off.
Yeah, very impressive reflecting pool. It's
an enormous reflecting pool. And some of the most substantial piling work in human history that has been completed, now utterly uselessly.
They got a lot farther than I expected them
they really did, I have to say. They did a lot. I mean, don't ask what percentage of human those piles are formed of is what I would suggest. Not good. We in the British Isles should be equally ambitious about our future, he continued. This is not ambition, though. I hate this stuff. I hate stupid renderite, massive, daft loop. It's not ambition. What this is saying is, be happy about what you've got because the real anything that's actually ambitious must be sci-fi bollocks that government will never buy into, rather than say an actually viable high-speed rail network. So let's keep looking at these pictures. Here's a swamp. This one going through. It's kind of nice. Yeah, look at that.
Continuous theme on the concrete supports.
This one's at least more structurally viable than the last one was. I think this is the same sort of renderite. Again, with the emergence of the thing that I'm going to show you all momentarily, which is very funny. This picture is this. I like this one because look at the track geometry here. This is like a 50 mile an hour at best geometry, which then begs the question, like,
it's beautiful and picturesque, like the Settle in Carlisle,
Yeah, well, the irony being that this is more curvy than the Settle Carlisle is. Like, this is what is this? I mean, it's pretty in a way, but it's also very stupid. I mean, the render is. Also, I'm sensing some AI artifacting in some of these, so we'll get to that in a minute. And you'll look at it. Look what is. You'll notice some more wibbly wobblies, and then you start realizing, wait a minute, what's this been rendered? What's okay? I see what's going on here, because of course, look at these classic Calatrava style stations. But what's this? Oh, that looks like some classic text to image from about 5 years ago stuff. Someone has let the CEO loose with one of the text to image LLM tools, right? This is what's happened here. Don't do this. Stop your high paid executives from having access to generative AI, because they're going to just end up writing a blog that'll then get written up in DZine. Roz, what is the order that I put these things in that I wanted you to see? It's the reducing size of the train, which I found extremely funny. So you went from the Leeds Bradford one actually had a train.
The scale seems off just in general.
It's just, I like this, like 4-car, 3-car, 2-car pointy,
2-car
to like what appears to be like a pacer, which is really nice.
High speed pacer. No improvements to the suspension though. Can't afford that.
So I
spend it all on swoopy concrete.
Spend it all on swoopy concrete. I got to very briefly go big face so I could do some technological wibble wobbles. But like what are we doing here, folks? What are we doing here? This is nuts. This is daft. This is so silly.